So I'm going to show you how to make a Cub Scout cookbook using a paper bag and some glue and thread and a needle, scissors, stuff like that. So we have, I'm going to tilt this up here, excuse my hand. So we have regular black thread here, some scissors, a glue stick, this is my lovely pack of needles, 2 lunch bag size paper bags, and for demonstration purposes, these are going to be our recipe cards, just because I don't have extra recipe cards printed out. This is my son's, this is his cover that he drew, and then on the inside you can see his lovely recipe cards that he made. These are all campfire friendly recipes that we made, and he drew lovely little pictures too. So you start with your 2 lunch bag paper bags. You're going to open it up. With one, you're going to open it up, and on the seam here, on the side seam there, you're going to cut all the way down to the base. And then you're going to repeat on the opposite side. All the way down. And then the bottom here, you're just going to cut off. So you're going to follow around the fold there to cut it off. So that makes one sheet when you unfold it. One, and then you're going to take the other half of the paper bag and you're going to cut the base off of that too. On the fold, and then you've got your second sheet. So, and then this piece right here, the bottom of the bag is garbage. Or if you're really crafty, you can find something else to use. I don't have a cool craft for it yet, though. And then with the second bag, you want to repeat what you did with the first bag, cutting along the side seam there. So now you have 4 sheets of this cookbook. You want to lay them down, like I have it laid down right on top of each other. And then you're going to fold it in half, sandwich or hamburger side. So, or horizontally possibly, like this. Now we are going to take some thread, a fairly long piece of thread, cut it off here, and then I'm going to take my handy dandy needle. If I can find it, there we go.
Oh man. Thanks, kid.
Alright. Thread your needle. Okay, there we go. Thread your needle. Pull the thread halfway through so that the ends meet at the other half. And tie a knot at the other end, whatever knot you want to use. But you want to make actually a couple of these knots so that you actually have, so it won't pull through the paper. So you pull it, so now the thread is doubled. You can actually see it pretty well because it's doubled. So then you take the sandwich bags that you folded in half and unfold them. And on the crease, on the inside crease, this can be hard because I don't have a way to do this above me. You want to go close to the edge, but not you want to go kind of close to the edge so that it'll sew all the way through, but not too close to the edge that it's going to tear. So about 1/4 of an inch in on the seam and pull the thread through. So that was, I did that on the inside. So then on the outside, you're going to go back in about 1 inch from your first hole. You're going to go and make a second hole here and thread it through. And it goes through all the way to the other side. So once you've done that, you're going to go back to the first hole and loop it back in the first hole. So you've got this, and it goes through, and you can see both sides get looped. So now, where the thread is, you want to go an inch away from the second hole and put it in, and then go back to the second hole and do it again. And this is, we're creating the binding of the cookbook. And then now from the third hole, you keep doing this. Go about 1 inch down, pull through, put it in the third hole, pull through, and you want to repeat this all the way to the other side. So I'm going to pause the video right now to finish this part. Alright, so once you've gotten to all the way to the other end, you see the other end here, you made your last one, you're again about 1/4 of an inch away from the other end. You're going to go back into the second to last hole. I gotta adjust the thread here. You want to go back to the second to last hole and pull it through again so that both sides you have a line going all the way through. If you're having your Cub Scout do this, don't worry, it's going to go up and down and all kinds of wavy. I'll show you my son's in a second here. Then you want to knot this off. However you find this easiest for you. If I could show you what I'm doing. What I am doing, here I'll redo it and I'll try and do it so you can see. So I have enough of the needle here. I put the needle through near the second to last hole, and then I pull it so I have a piece of thread on both sides, and you're going to have one side is double up looped and the other side has the needle. And then you just tie it like that. And you do 3 or 4 of those knots so it's not going to come undone. And then cut that off and put your needle away. So there we go. And then you can fold it back over. Ta-da, you have your notebook. Now, if I show you my son's, I'm covering up his name here. So there you go. You can see his is not perfectly straight on either side. That's okay. They're kids. They're going to make mistakes. And then you're going to take your recipe cards and you're going to open up your lovely cookbook. And you're going to take out your handy dandy glue stick. You're going to take your first recipe card, whatever side has the recipe on it, and you're going to put glue all over the opposite side. And you're going to glue down the recipe card like so. I know you couldn't see half of that, I'm sorry. So I hope you know how to put glue on the back of a piece of paper. If I'm correct. So we're pretending this is a recipe card, and we've glued it so that you've got one, and then you flip the page, and you've got another, and another, and so on and so forth. And then I only did 4 on this one, even though there are, I think, 7 pages. And then you just have the Cub Scout decorate it with markers or stickers or colored pencils or crayons or whatever you have around. You see, he did his got markers, and then he did a picture of what he thought each item would look like as he went through. So the packet we've got Pudgy Pie and Campfire Pizza, Hobo Pocket, Campfire Brownie, and Armpit Fudge. And then they've got 2 blank ones that they can just decorate, or if you've got other camp recipes that you want to put in there, you can make your own recipe cards to put in there. This, I don't know the exact number, but it goes for the Bear Elective, a Bear's Picnic Basket. The Cub Scouts have to make a cookbook, so this is what my den did. Again, I'm covering up his name. They need a breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then 2 supposed to be healthy snacks. Obviously, Campfire Brownie and Armpit Fudge are not exactly healthy, but they are all ones that you can do while you're camping. They're all ones that are fun for the boys. And then we did it in an order. Have fun with it. It shouldn't be too hard. All the boys were able to do it tonight with just a little help from the adults.